Right there.
Wide belly up.
This is the game. It's cat and mouse.
Smoked a turkey.
Yes. He is down. He is freaking down.
Said he shot an absolute giant.
Full obsession, baby.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Fall Obsession podcast. This is the media production manager for Fall Obsession, Nick Powell, and today I am sitting across the table from the one and only CEO, Sam Thrash. What's up, Sam?
What's happening, everybody?
Man, it's so nice to be back in person. I feel like it's been a while.
We talked about it last week. I'll talk about it again this week.
It's the way to go.
Yeah, we love recording over the phone with guests, don't get me wrong, but in person is so much better.
So much better. So much better.
Elite Archery, guys.
Yeah.
We love them. Y'all should love them, too. The guys over at Elite have done so much for us. We can't thank them enough for their partnership. If you guys have not shot an Elite or it's been a while since y'all shot an Elite, we encourage y'all to go to your local dealer. Check them out today. Go to elitearchery.com. As Larry McCoy has told us specifically himself in episode 14 of our podcast, they just want to be in the conversation. So go to a local dealer, compare it to your current bow, compare it to other bows that are new on the market right now, and see what you think.
Yeah.
We guarantee that you won't be disappointed. It'll definitely be in the running, if not the bow you take home. Be ready to buy when you go in.
Yeah.
And I will tell y'all that the biggest mistake you can make is buying a new bow before you've at least tried an Elite. So
Yep, I agree.
check out Elite Archery. And
as I've mentioned before, we are in person at Cinnamon Creek Ranch.
Cinnamon Creek Ranch.
If you are in the Fort Worth area, Dallas-Fort Worth area, anywhere around here, you have got to come to Cinnamon Creek Ranch. They are kind enough to host us basically whenever we need to record podcasts.
Yeah.
If they're available to help us out, but usually they are. Man, this place is awesome. They got an awesome indoor range, an awesome 3D range outdoors, an awesome long distance range, and on top of all of that, they have a game processing center. They have what else?
The
Sam?
event center.
The event center, yes.
They do Groupons, lessons,
Date nights, all kinds of
bow
stuff,
rentals,
guys.
archery tag, axe throwing. I don't think they've been doing the archery tag because of COVID with the masks and everything you got to wear, but in a normal world, they do archery tag, and then they also do corporate team building events as well. So definitely a place to check out. And like Nick said, they do the date night thing once a month for you and your wife to come out, shoot some bows with other couples, have a good time, eat some good food. They cook everything in-house. They got some awesome chefs here. So come up to Cinnamon Creek. Check them out.
For sure.
They're in north of Fort Worth. I think it's technically a Roanoke address,
Right.
but yeah, they're right near the Cabela's off of 35W in North Fort Worth. So
They will solve all of your archery needs and answer all of your archery questions.
Come up here to the pro shop. Tell Kyle and the guys that Fall Obsession sent you, and tell them whatever you need. They'll get you taken care of. So.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, this podcast is just going to be kind of a fun, go-lucky, happy podcast for you guys. It's going to be entertaining.
As if last week's episode was not already laid back enough for y'all.
Right.
And enough of a outtake in and of itself. We have even more for y'all this week. So
this is going to be specifically an outtake episode where, because this is the 32nd podcast, man.
Yeah, we have 31 weeks of outtakes to share with y'all in 45 minutes.
Heck yeah. So let's get into these outtakes.
Man, this is going to be a funny episode, and I'm going to tell everybody right now, we're going to look like such idiots at the end of this episode. Once again, this episode is in an effort just to share with you guys what it's really like for us, how this all really goes down.
Yes.
Like Nick or I once said at the beginning, we've been accumulating these outtakes for like 30 weeks now.
Yep.
Since March.
Yeah.
So it's definitely I don't know how long this episode is going to be, but it just depends on how much we're laughing at ourselves. So,
man, I don't know how long it's going to be either, but I do know that it's going to be funny.
So, full transparency, I don't know how many hunting tips y'all are going to have, but you're going to get a good laugh out of this episode,
yes.
I guarantee you. So,
at the least.
What you got for us first, Nick?
So, man, first, we got to start it off right with the first time we ever pressed record on the recorder.
Yes, we actually have shared. This is the one outtake I think that we have shared before with y'all. It was like episode 20 or 21 or something like that. The rundown.
The rundown
was
I
the
remember
episode that this outtake was in. So for some of y'all, this might be the second time you hear it, but everything else after this is going to be new to y'all. Might even be new to me for all I know.
There's a couple in here.
There's some surprises. You
might
could
have
say
forgotten
there's
about.
some surprises for me. Okay.
I got some surprises for you. All right, so here is the first time we ever press record, guys.
I got the Adobe software that I'm editing all these on, so it's the same as a movie, just without the video part.
Oh, it's easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So we will kick this thing off. There's a random dude standing right here.
Get out of here, bud.
Yeah, he's
I'm trying to do a podcast.
Yeah,
Hey, I have those same pants, actually.
He's got a tag on his backpack. He's important.
That's true.
All right. Well, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our second episode of Fall Obsessions podcast. I am your guide today, Fall Obsessions CEO Sam Thrash, and joining me today is our new media production manager, Mr. Nick Powell. Oh my gosh.
Podcasts are hard.
Hard, man. I hate this. I don't like this anymore.
Let's not do it.
We were about to call it quits. Fresh out of the gate.
The first time we were just done.
And that goes back, man, like we've mentioned, and y'all may have caught on the pickup truck podcast that happened early. We're sitting in a parking lot recording this podcast, and this dude pulls up next to us, gets out of his truck, and Nick's talking about his pants and how he's got the same pants. We're scared to hit record even though he doesn't even see us, can't even hear us. We're like, this is so freaking awkward.
But that was back, the pickup truck podcast, man.
That was early March,
Those are the days. And it's crazy. I was just looking at the dates online on our website where the podcasts are.
Yeah.
And I saw March underneath the first podcast. I was like, what?
Yeah, beginning of March.
That is insane.
It seems like we haven't been doing it long, and at the same time, it feels like it's been forever.
Yeah.
So, it's just one of those deals that keeps on going, and we've said it before. It hadn't been easy dishing one of these out every single week, but we've done it. We've made it.
We've made it happen.
We got 32 of them in. Hopefully, we'll keep going. So,
all right. So we have a couple of podcasts here. We had some guests. Let me see exactly which ones they were, Sam. You probably know off the top of your head. With Chance and Waylon.
Yeah.
This is episode 25 and 26. These are a couple of outtakes from those where we talk to Chance and Waylon. They hunt the same property or properties next door to each other up in the Red River Valley area. And they tell us a little bit about the deer they hunt.
Yeah. In all seriousness, some really good episodes, some really awesome and hilarious stories that they tell us about, especially in episode 26.
Yes.
They talk about Waylon driving his truck into the river.
His river floating down. His truck floating down the river like a bobber.
Getting killed by a wild boar.
Yeah.
And then probably my favorite one, the last story they told about the creepy kid in sheep camp that Waylon encountered.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my gosh, guys, episode 26. Go listen to it.
Yeah, go listen to both of them.
Yeah.
But we have a few outtakes from those. Here's the first one.
I don't even know what we're going to be talking about.
Me neither. Come on, man.
So 70%er?
71 percenter. We'll get a little bit of that 71% today.
That's the first one. Sam, why don't you tell me a little bit about what that 71% is?
So, I guess in the rundown or the one after that, I can't remember. Early 20s, the episode somewhere in there. We, I don't know. I had you. We call it hosting, is what we call it.
Right,
basically. We call the host whoever is the person who kind of kicks off the podcast. We started calling it a guide, and then we decided we didn't like that. It was too cheesy, so we started calling it a host. And now we don't even really introduce ourselves as a host all the time.
Right.
It's just whoever starts the episode.
Yeah.
But all that is to say, Nick feels like every time that he hosts an episode, whenever he starts it, that he's stumbling his way through it and he doesn't know what to say.
Oh, yeah.
And all that kind of stuff. And so we put a poll on our Instagram one episode when that was brought up on whether he's a good host or not. And the stipulation was if the majority of our listeners thought he was good, he would keep hosting.
Yep, I would keep hosting, and if they didn't, I would never host again.
Never host again, and disciplinary action would be involved.
Right, yeah.
That was the stipulation. And 71% of you came through for Nick and said he was a good host. 29% would rather not hear your voice, I guess, on these podcasts. They're probably the people who listen to one episode and then hang it up.
You're probably right.
You know, if you're a 29%er, we get it. But if you're a 71%er, Nick appreciates you.
I appreciate you guys.
That's
man. I get nervous.
Yeah,
it's nerve-wracking.
It is nerve-wracking.
It was funny because the first episode you recorded with Waylon, he said he was nervous in that one. But I have a little outtake from when we recorded with all four of us that kind of explains it. Here it is. I'm nervous every time before.
He's more nervous than you are, trust me. Every time, and he does this all the time.
And he has me host for some reason.
I'm gonna start off hosting, that way you can get acclimated, and then I'll hand over the reins for the second one that we do. So, all right.
The throat clear.
Now I'm nervous.
Man, it is nerve-wracking.
Nervousness is contagious.
Yeah, it is.
When you're podcasting.
It really
is. I can say that. Now, it's awesome with Waylon because once he gets into it, like, and I know you're listening, Waylon. You listen to every episode. But, once you get into it, he's really like he's all in. He goes for it.
He flows good.
But yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him as nervous ever.
Right.
Whenever we start an episode.
I agree. The way to start an episode, though, there's only one way to start it.
Oh boy.
And I'll give you a hint on with this outtake.
Oh no. You're on.
The long sigh. It's a ritual before every podcast. See? That's the way to start a podcast. The long sigh. And you guys might not hear it, but we do it every single time we press record.
Do it every single time. We do the throat clear. And the long sigh to get ready. Yep.
That's just how it is.
Every single time. I don't know what it is. It's not something that we trained on.
Nope.
You know, or anything. It just comes naturally.
I think it just calms the nerves.
Yeah, calms the nerves. You know? Got to calm yourself before you start.
That's a fact.
And we still mess up.
Yeah, all the time. I just got a few more from when all four of us were recording. This one's titled Emails, so
oh no,
we'll see what happens.
He's in the zone.
What are you doing?
He's talking. I can hear it.
Emails, yeah.
Media production manager gets a lot of emails, so.
Not really. Not that many.
Only from me.
Yeah. I just get the emails everybody else gets from Sam.
And some others where I'm telling you what to do.
Could not be truer.
I don't email you that much.
You email everybody.
Well, I email everybody, but I only forward you stuff that you need to work on and tell you to get this done ASAP.
Yeah, ASAP. I'm not sure what this one is, so I'm just going to play it.
Oh, no.
It says, hold on. Let me look at the full. Oh, okay, so when we recorded with Chance and Waylon, we recorded in, Chance was nice enough to host us in his awesome man cave.
That was an awesome experience. By far the best place we've ever podcasted.
Yeah.
Nothing against Cinnamon Creek. This place is awesome and we love being here. But if you're talking about a hunting lodge feel, Chance has it made, man.
Oh, yeah.
He's done a lot of work and very thankful for him.
He's done very well. But he's a big fisherman, and so he's got a giant water tank. Or a fish tank, I guess.
Fish tank.
Yes. And so these mics we're using pick up all the background noise. You can probably hear the arrows hitting the targets in the background since we're at Cinnamon Creek. So it picked up his tank cleaner or what? I don't know what. I still don't know what it is. Just
the water cleaner.
The water cleaner. Yep. Listen to this one, guys. I think this is the first time we've had this many people in person.
This is. We've had 3 before. We've had 2 in person, 1 on the phone, but we've never had this many guys sitting in one room before.
So you guys can hear the
little buzz in the background.
The buzz in the background. Yeah. That's it. Okay, keep going.
Well, hopefully this turns out good.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's gonna be awesome.
He's over here listening. Other than that airplane that flew over, he's been pretty satisfied.
Yeah.
I saw the scowl on his face.
It's kind of cool because like you can hear the fountain of the
Yeah, that's a fish tank in the
aquarium.
background for our listeners
Yeah.
that haven't.
Yeah, I guess
don't know
I
what
guess
that
it's
is.
a water cleaner or something. I don't know.
Water cleaner, yes.
Water
The water
It's
purifier.
a water cleaner. There you go.
So you can see 'em. I don't know what it is. I still don't know what it is.
That's a long clip for just talking about the water cleaner
Yeah,
at the
I know.
end.
But I guess we should have prefaced that with more people, it flows a lot better.
Yeah, like we said.
Because
With more
we stumble over ourselves so much when it's just us two.
Yeah.
But that's coming.
If
that's
you can't
coming.
already tell.
Yeah. And then I know a lot of you probably don't know Waylon, but Waylon is an awesome guy. He is hilarious. And so this is just a clip to show you who he is.
I sound just like my brother. I mean, exactly like my brother. And I'm always telling her, he ain't nothing but a freaking head. Golly.
That's funny.
Did you get Waylon's approval to play that?
No.
I'm going to leave that up to you now.
Okay. Maybe I'll text him after this just in case.
Yeah. Hey, just wondering.
But man, recording those episodes was a good time.
It was a blast. We had fun that morning hanging out with Chance and Waylon recording those podcast episodes. So, good time.
Well, the next folder I have is because we've recorded a few podcasts with Drew as well. Now,
Yeah.
Drew, for those of you who don't know, lives in Minnesota. So we're not exactly close by any means. He's not exactly local. So we have to call Drew every now and then. And every now and then, he doesn't have the best cell phone reception. We'll say that.
Every now and then, Drew has to call us. So
Exactly. So here's some funny clips from those episodes with me and Sam recording with Drew.
I have a train in the background, guys. So I turned my mic off while y'all were talking, but I'm
There
going to
it
wait
is.
till it goes away.
Yeah, sorry, I got birds too. I'm sitting outside, so.
Birds are okay, trains are not. Slow train.
And here's
So on
yeah, go ahead.
the train, real quick, guys. So whenever I record over the phone with people, so I have 2 young kids at home.
Mm-hmm.
So and this is gonna sound so weird, but so I have 2 young kids at home with my wife, and if we record in the evenings, like after the kids go to bed, I can record at home just fine with no screaming children in the background. But if I schedule to record a podcast with somebody over the phone during the day, home don't work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fortunate that I live in the same town as my parents, and my parents have a loft in their house that's pretty quiet, so I normally record in my parents' loft.
It is a perfect podcast
You've
place.
been there with me before
Yep.
too. It actually is a pretty good setup for us, but they live close to a railroad track, so
Yes.
I have to work around the train, and Nick hates editing around the train as well, so
But
sometimes it's just
I try and
easier
make it
to
happen.
pause.
Hopefully you guys have not heard the train in an actual podcast, but
If you have, now you know.
now you know. And here is one more clip of the train.
Oh boy. Let me see if he's done tooting his horn. Nope.
I couldn't leave that out, man. That was too perfectly timed. Oh,
The
goodness.
train.
But like I said earlier, Drew doesn't always get the best reception when we have to call him.
Uh-huh.
So here's a little clip referring to that.
Was there anything, any cool stories, funny stories that you want to share with us of how you thought it went up there last year?
Talking about Montana.
Did we lose Drew? We lost Drew.
Drew,
We've lost Drew.
where'd you go?
Drew.
Drew, come back.
But then, fortunately, I know we sounded really worried, but we got Drew back. Here it is.
So it ends up being like $12.50. Oh, he's calling back.
Yeah. Drew,
Sam,
you're here.
I'm back. Hey, guys.
You're back. Hey, there he is.
Hey, I don't know if our viewers know this, but we're not in the same place, so sometimes we have technical difficulties.
Well,
The struggle was real.
luckily when we found out that you weren't with us anymore, we were at a pretty good stopping point. So I think it's going to be a pretty seamless edit.
Yeah, it should be pretty simple.
Okay.
Fortunately, it was.
Oh man. The joys of recording over the phone with folks.
Oh gosh, man, it's a struggle. It's a struggle, but we make it happen. But this clip is my favorite Drew outtake right here.
Drew's our marketing manager, and he's our guy. He's the knowledgeable one for Montana and pronghorn and mule deer and all that good stuff. So. All right, we don't have to say anything. It's all right. Typically, whenever I introduce somebody,
They say hi or something.
they say hi or they follow that up with something. He just sat there. He just sat there.
Oh, that was priceless.
Typically, like, if I introduce you, I'm like, hey, guys, this is Nick with Fall Obsession. And I stop talking. Typically, that's your cue to say, like,
Hey, what's up, guys?
hey, I'm Nick with Fall Obsession.
Right. So people can associate your voice with your name.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so funny.
Again,
That
it
made
goes
me
back
laugh.
to in-person's better because Drew can see my face, like, say something.
Right.
Drew can't see my face over the phone.
Exactly. Oh, it's too funny. Although we record in different places, we record over the phone. Me and you have recorded a bunch of podcasts right here at this table that we're sitting at right now.
Yep.
And we've had a lot of funny moments.
Yes, we have.
I have 7 outtakes right here.
At
just
this
from
table.
sitting at this table. Let's see, which one do we want to start with?
Hopefully, some of these are you and not just all me being a jerk.
Yeah, some of them are me. Some of them are you too. So
We all
I
know
think,
that I stumble over my words
yeah,
quite
I
frequently.
think this clip here kind of sums it up.
All right, pause. Figure out where we're going from here. We're winging it. There's a lot of that. There's a lot of that. We cover a topic. We come to the end. There's that awkward moment of silence, and then we say pause.
Yes.
And yes, that very much. I'm glad you played that. That very much sums it up.
It
as
sums
in,
it up,
We're
man.
winging this. We're just gonna see where it goes. That happens more times than not.
Yes.
And what's funny is when we don't say pause. Like when it's a subtle pause and somebody, I think that happened when we had Nick Squared here, that had the other Nick with us
Yeah.
too. There was like somebody very subtly said pause and somebody else thought we were still going. I don't know if that's in your bloopers or not.
It's
but
not, unfortunately.
that-
I have to go look at it. Maybe we'll have another blooper episode.
I'm sure episode 60 or something we'll have another 30 episodes to go through
Oh, yeah.
bloopers with. So
Absolutely.
next year, y'all look out for that. One a year could probably work.
Let's see where we go from here. This one's pretty funny. So there's so much of this and it gets edited out, but like when there's just stuff you can't help, like when you burp or when you cough or something along those lines. Sam had this cough that he could not fix.
Oh my gosh.
Here's a clip of it. One more thing we have coming up is our 8th annual Kill Shot photo contest.
Photo contest. That's another thing. That's what we've been doing that since before we even knew what we were.
Yeah.
Before.
Oh dear.
COVID. Start over with the photo contest part, Nick.
That's not it.
Hang on.
Wait till Sam gathers his wits here.
We're gonna have a blooper episode at some point.
Yeah, we will. That'd be an excellent episode.
Wait till we have a bunch. All right.
And here we are.
And here we are. That was perfect.
I hope you guys are getting a kick out of this and you haven't turned it off by now. Because they do get better.
Yeah. And so I know we've talked about hosting and that kind of thing, and how we get nervous and how stuff like that just hurts your confidence. Here's a clip of like, I think it's me explaining it. Let me see. I get so confident in the truck. I'm like, oh, it'll be easy. I'll just talk. And I get here, I'm like,
This is what we need to talk about on the show.
yeah, I know. Okay. The long sigh. Such a struggle, man. You just kind of, we said that so many times today already that we just flip over our words all the time.
We do. And yet y'all keep listening and downloading, so appreciate
it. And then, like, there's sometimes where we have, like, to fix our mics or something like that, or we hit our mics or something.
We've hit our mics more than we've had to fix our mics.
Well, here is Sam fixing the mic. That's what the
Oh,
clip
boy.
is called.
This is no worky. Hold on.
What are you doing over there?
I'm fixing my mic, bro.
You look like you need a little bit more headphone.
I probably do.
There's not just one, though. There's a second one.
This was with Chance and Waylon, I thought.
It might be. I thought it was here.
Oh.
Who knows? This is the second clip, though.
Oh, boy.
Pause.
Changing stuff again.
Fixing the mic again.
Fixing the mic again. Sorry.
I'm definitely leaving that in there.
No.
No.
The desperate cry for no. Do not do that. Yeah, our mics have these little springs on them, so
Yeah.
that's what it sounds like whenever we bump them or run into them or anything like that. So, but yeah, there's times when these clamps that hold them to the table kind of start to slide or whatever. I know I had that problem at least at Chance's place. So
Yeah.
I'm the one that always has to adjust his
And
mic.
I hit it. I hit the mic at Chance's place.
Every time we do
yeah.
this, somebody hits a mic.
It happens.
It happens.
But man, a hard part is also like, I mean, we're sitting on stools and we're working at a wood table, and you guys can probably hear the creak,
The
right?
creak of the table
and then
sometimes if you
the creak
lean.
of the seats or whatever. Well, this is, we actually had a little bit of this before we even started the podcasting today. Check this out. It'll sound good once it gets published.
It always does. All right. We're recording, so whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Make sure you get all the creak out of your seat.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want to try a different seat real quick? See if that one over here is any more creaky.
This is probably the creakiest one. I think I sat on the same seat today.
Yeah, you started the day on the seat, and I said, nope, you got to change, man. You got to find a different one.
But then we sit on these seats for a while, and
yeah, my butt hurts right now.
Yeah, so here's a little clip to that. Okay, so
I got to stand up.
it's really cool. It gives you a little more movement. Your butt's not sweating on the seat. That's going in the blooper reel.
Your butt's not sweating on the seat.
Yeah, exactly. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
It happens. I remember that one, I think it was that same episode where, and I think we said it in the episode or something, I can't really remember, but I started the episode standing and then I changed my mind. And so I'm like trying to slide back into my seat
Yes.
while we're recording and while we're talking, and you called me out on it. So.
Yes. It was awesome. It's good. Well, that's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah. I have one more, but it's really short, and I think you're going to really like it.
Oh, boy.
Ready?
Nick Powell is awesome.
You had to put that in there. You had to put in that Nick Powell is awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
I had to throw it in there.
You put together all of these bloopers for us, and so, yeah, I feel like that's appropriate to
Hey,
put at the end.
I didn't completely leave me out. I put some of me in there.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And honestly, guys, this is not a full 30 episodes of bloopers, because I've only been paying attention to bloopers maybe half the time. And so from here on out,
Yeah.
we're saving bloopers.
Well, we're saving bloopers that we take out. There are probably just as many, if not more, bloopers that we leave in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I would definitely say that. And if y'all have been listening for a while, you know that is the case.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, that's all the bloopers I got for now, folks. We're going to keep on podcasting and gather some more.
That's the best of 31 right there.
That's it.
So
that's it. It's been fun.
Well,
31.
I hope that you guys just didn't think that this episode was totally lame and a waste of your time. I hope that we were able to lighten the mood a little and just make it a little entertaining as part of our podcast. But I know we mentioned it last week. I'll go ahead and mention it again this week, kind of for give you all a heads up on what's coming up in the weeks to come on Fall Obsession Podcast. Starting at the time of recording, starting next week, but I believe that it will be, when this episode's dropping, it'll have been this past weekend for y'all right now, that Nick and I are going out on a hunt on some WMA land here in Texas. Nick drew hunt permissions out there this year, so he's going to hunt and I'm going to document. But all this is to say, we are going to be podcasting from camp.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Moving forward with Fall Obsession Podcast into this fall and the rest of this year, yes, we will still be having special guests from time to time. We will still be probably scrambling, who knows, to come up with random stuff to talk about and ramble on about that y'all somehow enjoy listening to. But there will be a lot more of that in the weeks and months to come on through the season. We're going to try to make that a thing where we're podcasting from camp, or we're calling people who are in camp somewhere else to get their feedback on, hey, what's going on out there right now? Tell us about elk camp. Tell us about sheep camp, wherever you're at.
Yeah.
And then hopefully moving forward, we're going to have some podcasts where people tell a story of a big deer that they killed this year. We need to get Andy Meeks back on here to talk about his pronghorn hunt.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and that's a blooper in and of itself right there.
Yeah.
So if y'all, we've said it last week, if y'all missed last week's episode, we unfortunately cannot post the shot portion of that video due to certain words that were described.
Yeah.
But we give y'all a summary of it in last week's episode, and it's pretty hilarious. So head on back and listen to last week's episode, because it's a good one as well. But moving forward, that's the plan. We'll be podcasting from camp. So next week's episode should be for you guys our first podcast, either on the road or from arriving in camp down there and starting off our season, really. And then hopefully, like we mentioned last week, you got a big deer on camera.
Yep, I got a big one.
So hopefully you got a story to tell as well.
I hope
about
so.
that one. So
if it's not a success story, hopefully it's a cool story.
It dang well better be a success story. You better not let your dad go out there and kill him.
Oh, he's got a whole nother month to wait. So I got a little bit.
Got a little bit of a head start on him.
Yeah. Sam, you got anything else, man?
Man, that was funny.
You're not hiding any bloopers, are you?
No, you edit all the podcasts, unless there's a circumstance where you can't, then I'll jump in there. But you're the one that's got all those, so
all right.
Any bloopers that I have are in the moment mess ups for me. So
I'm sure we'll get plenty from these 2 episodes.
Oh yeah, for
that
sure.
We just recorded. Well, guys, again, thanks for listening. We couldn't do what we do without you. We appreciate everything, all the support you guys give us. If you want to listen, check out the rest of our podcast. Go to www.fallobsession.com/podcast. All of our podcasts are there. You can listen to them. You can also listen to them on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever podcasts are played. So go check those out. Check out our social media, Facebook, Instagram. Go subscribe to our YouTube.
Real quick on the topic of podcasts, I had this pulled up on my computer and I completely forgot to bring it up. But since we're talking about the last 31 podcasts that we've had, and we're sharing some of the funny moments that we haven't shared with you guys before, if you're a new listener, because our listener base continues to grow with every episode's getting more and more downloads. I wanted to we've done this before about roughly 10 episodes ago. I'm going to do it again, just give you guys a quick summary of like the top 5 episodes that been the most popular and that you guys might get the most out of. It has changed since 10 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I'll give you guys a quick summary of that real quick. Most downloaded podcast episode still is episode number 1.
Yeah?
Yes.
Heck yeah.
31 weeks in, 32 weeks in, episode number 1 is still going strong as the most downloaded. So go check out that one.
That's awesome.
Second most, still the same. Episode 18, Just Lay with a Bow. Miss Brittany Gaither joins us on that one to talk about some archery. Very good episode. Check that one out.
Shout out to Brittany.
Thanks for coming on. Episode 28, Ohio Whitetails with Kurt, quickly ascended to number 3.
Okay. I see you, Kurt.
Yeah, we see you, Kurt. So Kurt shares a lot of good hunting information with us in that podcast. A lot of great tips to deer hunting in general, and then stuff specific to Ohio and Kentucky also. So another great one to listen. Episode 29 is in 4th place after that with wildlife photography. Lance Kruger joining us.
Yeah, that was an awesome podcast.
I can't remember if it was this one that we just talked about or last week, but you gave that episode a plug recently.
Last week.
So that's a great one to go listen to. Lance isn't just a wildlife photographer. He's also a very smart hunter. He has to use hunting tactics in order to get the photos of deer that he gets.
Yeah.
He shares a lot of information with us and on his pages.
He does a really good job, too. Go check him out on Instagram.
Yeah. And then I'll just go top 5 again. Number 5 is Backcountry Bulls, episode 16 with Drew.
Nice.
Drew shares some legitimately backcountry elk hunting experiences with us. So really cool episode. And to follow that up, he did a follow-up episode about his camp setup and some of the gear he uses in our backcountry camp episode. So both of those are great ones to listen to. But that's kind of where our podcast is at. Those are some of the best episodes. I will tell you my favorites. Episode 11, hog hunting, is a fun episode. Like we said earlier, episode 25 and 26 with Chance and Waylon.
Those are awesome.
Those are awesome, humorous, enjoyable episodes. And then I really enjoy getting to sit down with Larry McCoy from Respect the Game TV in episode 14. You were in on that as well, so that's a good one to check out as well. But anyway, we really, like Nick said, appreciate you guys listening. Please continue to follow. Hit that follow and subscribe button. That way we can keep doing this and keep bringing y'all podcasts.
Yeah.
So, moving on from that, follow on social media. Fall Obsession, at Fall Obsession on Instagram. We got a giveaway going on right now. We're giving away an Elite Cure.
An Elite Cure, an actual bow.
An actual bow. It is a right-handed bow.
Yes.
Like this is a specific bow that we already have in our possession. It is a right-handed bow with a 70-pound draw weight. You can adjust it down to 60 pounds, and it is OD brown in color.
Bad to the bone, guys.
Bad
it's
to
awesome.
the bone. I'm shooting the Cure myself. I wouldn't be I know we're sponsored by Elite, but in all seriousness, I would not be shooting a bow that I didn't believe in. So there's something to this bow, guys, and it is absolutely insanely accurate and easy to tune. We have plenty of content on our social media about the Cure and Elite and some of the other bows. The Amber, we have a review that just came out on that one as well. If you're looking for something a little bit more better and a little bit less expensive, if you're on a budget, that's a good one to check out too.
So I promise you guys it'll shoot just as good.
Yeah.
I got all the confidence in the world.
Absolutely. So we're giving that bow away on Halloween, October 31st. So the giveaway video, I believe, was published on October 2nd. So go back and find that giveaway video and follow the instructions in that video and in that post to enter to win.
Yep.
So you're the captain of this ship today. So
yeah, I'll close her out. Guys, I hope you enjoyed our outtakes. We're going to have plenty more, I assure you. So like Sam said, go like and subscribe. Keep downloading the podcast. We love doing this. We love bringing you guys content. We couldn't do it without you guys. So, Sam, if you don't have anything else?
If you haven't already, go check out Nick's alligator hunt that we got on video on our YouTube.
Yeah, go check that out.
I won't say anything else, but it's a Texas alligator hunt.
Texas alligator.
It is insane.
Epic.
So intense. Most intense hunt I've ever been a part of. So go check it out on our YouTube. That's all I got.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening, and we will see you.
We won't see them. They're listening to a podcast, Nick.
Let me try that again. All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening. We will talk to y'all on the next Fall Obsession podcast.
Next week, coming to you from camp. We'll catch y'all later.
Nick Powell is awesome.